All towers gain a crit chance equal to their level, but lose 1 base damage. That 1 base damage, because it's a multiplier, is actually kind of painful. Yeah, we're going to grab the fire one. There we go. Pump that up a bit. At this stage, I'm going to have some more ballistas down here. I'd like you to go for most armor, most health. And another one over there. Again, probably most armor, most health. Get that damage applied swiftly. One over here. Again, most armor. But this one, I want to be on least health. And... probably one over here. Most health, but slowest so they can actually target a little bit more. More armor, least... Did I say more armor, least armor? I did. That would have been great. It would have taken its armor and divided it by its armor. No minion would ever score anything, so the turret would never fire. Actually, I kind of want to see if that would happen. Let us... Oh, well, no, the progress would still be there, so it wouldn't be possible to get that properly. Ah, but that would have been funny. Hontaro, hello, mate. Right, time to expand a little bit more. Okay, starting to move out in this direction more. I'm fine with them having time to lose their fortified. Oh, wow. That biplane just ruined them. That was a great strafing run. Truly magical. What are you going for? Most health, slowest. Oh, I don't really want to go for progress at all. Go for... Well, most shield then as well. Just kind of target them. That's fine. Oh, no, you can have progress because I don't... least shield would actually be the best. Now, these are trolls, so they're passively recovering. Most of them were trolls, so most of them have already recovered. It's a bit of a pain. The fire will curb that a fair bit. Right, where's the biplane and how's it doing? It's coming in for a long strafing run. Let's see you do some damage. Very nice. It's coming in again. Good couple of hits there. We really need to increase our mana. We've just not been very lucky with that at all. Well, we've definitely won that wave. 15 shield multiplier, 20 health multiplier now. 10 armor multiplier, base damage of 28. It's going well. Going very nicely indeed. Alright. I'm tempted for another Tesla coil over here, if I'm honest. All the same again, in a way. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for most shield once again. Get a little bit more bang for buck. I think we're going to go for another radar after that, though. So to that end, let's start spreading them out a bit. Pop that radar somewhere around here, or maybe there. It'll still cover most of the map. The mana, it isn't a problem initially. It should be okay. I want most of the mana used up here because this is when the enemies are going to be the most clumped. Later on, the Tesla Towers are triggering just to take out a single bat, which isn't very useful for me. In fact, to that end, perhaps I should try and make use of more ballistas along this route to thin them out a bit more. Let's go with... Actually, let's pop a... 2 there. See, that's perfect. Right, once again, I want most shield, most armor, and... Sure, go for progress after that. Yeah, we have got a desperate need for mana, absolutely. But having the mana get used up over here is fine for me for the time being. One more level, though. After the next level, we get another card. And if we can get a mana bank at that point, it'll be glorious. Absolutely glorious. Go for the most shield, please. You there, go for the most health. Since we're placing these down over here, may as well add that one in. Go for the slowest and the least shield. Alright. Well, I don't intend to spend more right now, so we're just going to continue expanding for the time being. Yep, this is we're going to have a new high score, so we're going to get a bonus to experience after this. You're very much welcome. I could pop a ballista over here and have quite a lot of effect. Go for most armor, most health, and progress then. I wish there was an inverse selection for progress. So I could say, attack the ones that have got the furthest to travel. The best I can do is remove progress from the selection criteria. Daka, 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 daka. Aim for another biplane soon. Okay, we've actually got new enemies this time. They look like skeletons, I think. So we've got skeletons, ghosts, and zombies. I'm fine with the biplanes focusing on shields. The 16 multiplier on shield is glorious. How's this one doing? It'll be a while before it gets up there, but it's still doing a pretty amazing job right now. Okay, there we are. This is the first sorcery card. How I wish I could get this, but we need the sorcery card. Let's bump our mana up to 6%. We've just doubled our mana income. I could afford possible. Well, I couldn't really afford. Right now, all these three could run indefinitely. Let's go ahead and we've got to split down. Oh well. I kind of want to pop another one down there. I feel it would be glorious. Let's go for it. We'll do that shortly. Most shield, most armor, and then progress. Another ballista over here wouldn't be terrible. Go for the fastest at that point. Little spooky ghosts hastening their way. The biplanes are actually wrecking stuff right now. A biplane here, sorry, a Tesla tower here. Actually doing good though. It might do. It's a level 3, so it might actually reach the entire way around. We'll see. Yes, this is in-game music. Oh, yeah, yeah. Our mana pool is draining dreadfully fast, but that's just the way that's going to be. One sorcery card wasn't going to fix our mana drain. We need mana banks or mana siphons for that. But it's enough. It's enough to keep the Tesla towers firing most of the time. Go. Let's have a look. Could this reach the whole way around? Oh, it could. Well then. Okay, we'll go with that, I suppose. Now, what I would like is to bring this closer because most of my biplanes can reach that, whereas expanding out in that direction, actually both of these would still be within range, but this one not so. But if I put that one there, then I will be able to reach some of it. Like right there, the biplanes will potentially target them. It's a shame that didn't curl around because that would have been glorious. Oh well. I want you to go for the fastest, please. Getting them out a decent amount, but still plenty of room for improvement. Again, fastest, least health. You want to watch the top Tesla upgrade. Let's have a look. Well, it's already got one shield multiplier upgrade, and it's actually fairly close to another one. Oh, there we go. But we're now struggling with the mana costs. Oh, vampires, balls. Okay, let's pause that for a second. Okay, vampires, as you can see, are healing a rather large amount per turn. 100 damage is being peeled off per second. So the fact that we've got 700 odd fire on them is pretty useful. Because it's halving the amount that they heal per second. At least to my understanding. Oh, actually, no, it's against health. Balls. Okay, so that is only doing 25 damage. But still, it's reducing it by a quarter. It's not the worst, but they're getting quite far. Go for the least health. And progress. And they turn into a bat when they die. And considering they die so close, badness is sadness. Gotcha, you little scallywag. The scalliest of wags they were. Go for least health, please. And another one over here. Go for. Oh, the biplanes, quickly! So close. Oh, that was glorious. I approve. I approve. Ah. Yes, bleed will stop HP regen. Well, I mean, it doesn't stop it, but it negates a decent portion of it. Yeah, ice would be super useful. Yeah, the bat hit the door as it was falling out of the air. Oh, does it say that bleed completely negates it? I thought you had to upgrade to that, Nat, to get that effect. And if bleed passively does it, I'll have a look into it. Thank you very much for pointing it out. We can't actually. Oh, we can't afford it because it's so bloody expensive now. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, we're going to expand out here. Good, it's turning in the right direction at least. Biplanes! Do the dackers! Least health, least shield, least armor. How's this Tesla tower doing? 1225. How's this one doing? 1427. 1238. I thought Tesla needed mana. How are you using them without mana generator buttons? I bought the sorcery blue cards. So my tower has a passive regen of 3 mana, plus I gained a sorcery card as a pick, which gave us an extra 3 mana. Oh, I dislike the amount of life you've got. Greatly dislike. Now half of them are going to be focusing on the back. Oh, there's so many of them. Go for most health, please. That's right. Focus on the vamps. The other towers can deal with the bats. That's fine. Okay, that actually ran a little bit better for us. We're still going to end up with 3 swift bats making their way, but the biplanes decided no. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so mortars, biplanes do more damage to health. Ah, this is what we've been waiting for. I generally, unless you've got crazy mana income, Mana Bolt is such a trap. Such a trap. They only cost a small amount of mana, but dear God, the amount of mana ballistas I've got, it will just drink your mana. Although Mortar is tempting, Frostbolts for the slow is pretty much guaranteed to do more work for us. Guaranteed. Because nothing else, it can hold enemies within the range of Teslas for longer. Right, I want you to go for the slowest, please. Same for you. Slowest. It'll double down on slowing them. But then we also want one to aim for the fastest as well. So that way, it'll switch target to try and apply fast a little bit more evenly. Yeah, it'll keep bats, vamps, and stuff like that from rushing the tower. Like, down here, things in this area are going to be so incredibly slow, though. The biplanes will probably get a chance to get in there and become involved. In fact, at this point, slowness is now an important factor. Go for the slowest thing. If you could, please. Because we're going to be slowing a lot of things down. So I generally want them to try and filter into them. Because at the end, well, I guess at the end of it, it's only the high health targets that are going to get down there. So it might still be worth me going for progress on quite a lot of these. Yeah, we'll go with progress. Hey, Pandora. Expand out. Zombie Oogie! Be fearful. Be ultra fearful. For Zombie Oogie has arrived. Each one of those tabs, by the way, equals 10,000 hit points. For a boss, they are 10,000. You can see the slowdown effect on some of them building up there, the little blue bar. Though right now my towers only apply 5% of their damage as frost, so it'll take a while for it to really build up, but that one is slowed down significantly from what it normally is. Oh wow, Zombie Oogie is being melted by the biplanes. I think all of the biplanes are actually targeting Zombie Oogie. Lazaric, thank you very much indeed for the prime there. 2nd month, best month. I approve and appreciate the Bezos bucks. Come on. Yeah. Zombie Oogie is now very slow. There we are. And slowing down even more as time goes on. Okay, fast little ghosts making their way down here. Disapprove of that somewhat. But thankfully, the dot did take them out. I don't think we need to worry about the rest. Well, actually, no, they're... Ooh, Ooh, two vamps getting there. Pop. But that vamp got ultra slow. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to stop the bats. But we did... Oh, no. One got in. Two? Two got in. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Right, let's find out. No. We're going to take this one just because I'm not going to take that one. So, our towers now have a chance to crit, to do 2 times damage, because there are other types of crits. They'll have a chance to do 2 times damage based on their level. And there's more chests. We've got... Oh, yes. And... We're up to 9 now. We want both of these. We're going for mining for the long game. Because these will both give the tower more health, but will also have a chance every wave of healing it. And so I'm now going to invest fully in every mine that I can. Can I get this down? Yes, I can. There we are. I don't believe if I build this mine there that it'll do anything. Yeah, I've got to place it next to an iron node in order to get anything out of it. We got some over here. We've got so many mine locations that it makes all of the sense to maximize with this. Any more mines up there? No. Okay, well, we've got a lot of mines down now. We should see this place level up quite a lot. We've got 11 mines in total placed. Right, so we're just shy of the amount I need for a new radar. For the time being, I'm going to wait on that. I would like you to go for faster, so I'm not going to save up for it just yet. I want to kind of focus on grabbing the... Oh, I want the... Actually, no, I want most armor, most shield. I really do want to try and maximize the amount that we're using our frost and fire in this area. Most armor, most shield. There we go. Right. Now, it would be better for us to go in this direction because our biplanes will be able to attack it. Oh. Right. New music, new enemies. We have got... devils. Look at them go. Tier 3 music is amazing, yes. And you notice the world looks like it's colored differently now as well. Univenom, thank you so much for the 24 months. 2 whole years. 2nd year, best year. Thank you so much, mate. Yeah, the world looks hot. We're now basically in hell. This is now hell mode. You notice that our Tesla towers are holding out really well. Which means I'm going to place a new one here. Once again, go for shields. And I might even be tempted to put another one up here as well. Okay. Now that most of my Tesla towers are kicking in, it is actually starting to drain the mana pool, but it's fine. Maybe I won't... Well... No, I won't... Well... What do you think, chat? Takes a long time for enemies to get down this far. But I'm very worried because of the amount of vampires getting through. Very worried about that, actually. This might legitimately be it, but we've already bested our top score, so... There is a whole queue of vampires over there. It's like a bloody Twilight convention. I am ultra afraid of what is about to happen. Notice that we did actually heal up a little bit. But they are going to melt my health. Thank goodness for the mines we just placed, because that is probably the only reason that we're not going to lose at this point. That was humbling. Humbling. Jam out to the music for a little bit, though. Recover your composure. It's fine. Yeah, no, the mine saved the run. I was the one that was ripped and torn, sadly, yes. Yes. Right, let me look over some of the backseat passes. There's many have come through. I've addressed most of them. If you place another biplane, I'd recommend the back of by the tower set to execute, yes. If you have the plane focus on progress alone, would it fire more often due to shooter travel? I'm not actually sure about that. A Tesla tower for the bat is a solid idea, yeah. Actually, that's a really good idea. Tesla tower around here would be a really solid idea. Right. Let's expand more. Oh, there we go. An occult shrine. We can build a university around that. Not that we've unlocked the university card yet, but we could if we wanted to. That being said, one thing to be aware of is as the game progresses, the pips count for more health. Early on, each pip is 100 health. Right now, they are very much more than 100 health. I think it's from like level 16 to 27 or something like that, they increase, and then from there until the end. I would like another radar if I can get one. Alternatively, I could just double down on these, go for whatever you can, as frequently as you're able. Just stack the fire. Not the fire is going to do a lot, but the slow is really going to hurt. Especially going into this gauntlet of Teslas. You know, assuming my man holds. But you notice how much we healed? That was actually pretty cool. So a lot of the mines got their healing going there. Least health, least shield, least armor, least health, please. Focus on mopping up. But yeah, we're more than likely going to lose this one. It was a good run. But I suspect the amount of incoming damage is going to be a little bit too much for us. We're not going to give up though. We will do our best, but I think the amount of damage moving through this area is now a little bit higher than we're going to be able to cope with. Go for most health. Yeah, those bloody demons have so much health on all these vamps. Yeah. Well, game over. Whomp, 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 whomp. You think the fire heals the demons? We can definitely check it out. We can definitely check that out. Yeah, draw frequency is enormous. Draw frequency is enormous. Like right now, we're getting a new card every 3 levels. Once we get to every 2, we got to what? Level 27. What? Tap a rip, uninstall format. Shush you, my lord. Rude. How dare. Alright, so let's go and have a quick look at those mobs. So the ghosts we've read, skeleton. These undead monstrosities lumber with greater speed than the zombie and with a similar resistance. Additionally, the bodies of these creatures, being made of bone, makes their body as difficult to destroy as a well-armored foe. So that's got 2,000 health, 2,000 armor, and 2,000 shield, but honestly it wasn't too hard to kill. Vampires, children of the night. What wonderful music they make. Vampires stalk forth. In their pageantry, vampires do not any form of art. Okay. However, their curse powers give them an unnatural vitality and an uncanny ability to regenerate. When in danger, a vampire will transform into a bat. What does the radar do? Controls biplanes. So 5,000 health, but 100 heal per second. Imps. Imps are small hellfall, spawn from deep within the fires of the world. Upon summoning, they will run forth, encouraging all nearby to indulge in their murderous desire. They are not particularly resilient compared to other hellish creatures, but like all hellspawn, they do regenerate by 200 health a second. What? Okay, so that's why we couldn't kill him. In summary, kill it with fire. Lots of fire. Alright, we need this. So I'm going to pick up a couple of things. Repair 2 wouldn't be a bad one. 0 to 66% depending on tower health. Let's go for that. Kill it with fire. The ability to upgrade our fire even further. Burning enemies take extra fire damage over time based on their current speed. Applying burn also applies haste. Eviscerate. Attacks against bleeding enemies gain a 5% crit chance. Creeping cough. Poisoning enemies slows them by 5% of the poison gain. So, you know, some of these are quite nasty. Poison enemies take additional 1 damage. Critical hits 10% of the target's current poison. Increase the maximum poison. Poison. You know what? Let me just return to the main menu and go into the monster manual. No, wrong one. The Tower Master's Guide. Right. Dot. The dot icon display if an enemy is bleeding, burning, or poisoned. It also displays how much bleed, burn, or poison damage they have accrued. This value is the amount of damage they will take, slowly over time. However, enemies only take the full damage over time against the right type of hit points. Bleed is effective against health, burn is effective against armor, and poison is effective against shields. Enemies take half the damage from a dot against the wrong hit point. Enemies who are bleeding, burning, or poisoned also take an additional +1 health, armor, or poison damage, respectively. Oh, it mentioned it on the loading screen. Really? Okay. That's an odd place to put such a vital bit of information. But no, I'll believe you. Well, given that then, I think 100 XP to unlock the Shredder is absolutely fair. That also unlocks some cheap upgrades. Yay! Also, yay! I've got to unlock 29 cards now to be able to draw a new card every single turn. Yeah, definitely need to get some more bleed in the mix. I mean, you can get bleed from all sorts of things. We'll get ultra long range mortars if, you know, we ever use them. You can totally get Tesla coils that do burn, that do bleed. Imagine how badly you need to be electrocuted for you to start bleeding spontaneously from the wound. That is a bit rough. Increase maximum bleed per second. I love how Dark Aavak comes out in small doses in this game. Well, treasury upgrades only give you money at the start, so I kind of feel that it's a bit empty, but you know what, it's cheap, so I may as well grab all the cheap ones. Just to progress is towards unlocking the next card. 120 or more gold from enemies is a solid one as well. Don't really care about university right now. Let's grab these. Right, okay. So, we've made it so that we can actually do a decent amount of status effects. Mortars can't quite do a lot of bleed damage yet, but that's fine. That's what we've got the Shredder for, hopefully, once we get it going. Alright. With that, it's back. The spontaneous and explosive evaporation of blood vessels does sound painful. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Indeed. Electrohemorrhage. You can make poison Teslas, yep. It's releasing on Steam in a day, Pandora. Currently, the only way to get it is by getting a key off the dev, effectively. Right. Where are we going next, chat? Tunk. Single, double, or triple defense. Vote somehow to convey which one to go for. 1 day and 16 hours. Very well. I'm seeing a lot of singles. Okay. Wow, that sounded sad. What I meant to say, don't use only one type of tower. They get more expensive. Yes, they do. It's very true. But, again, that's a lot of potential mana, maybe. Place one here, may as well. Place one there, may as well. Right, go for fastest and least health. Tunk. Now go for the most health. Least shield, least armor, least health. Oh, that's glorious. Okay, wow, slow already? I think so, yes. I think so, very yes. Most health, but actually slowest. I didn't place a tower over a mana spot, no. Absolutely worth having this there. Go for most health on you. Go for... let's go for the fastest there. Okay, that's a nice layer for a Tesla at some point. I would like you to go for most armor, most health, and then progress. Oh.
Blood will flow to seal the coming of our world.
Actually, that was an incredibly flat version of that voice.
Blood will flow to seal the coming of our world.
That's a little bit better. You've got to have a bit more rumble in the voice at the back, not just like, gravelly whispering. Well, we could go for the Tessicon as well, but really we want the Shredder. I mean, there's some really good options here, but Shredder it is. Costs us 500, which means we can place it. Now, the thing with the Shredder is that it benefits from being far back because the blade will always travel down the line. So building it here, it'll get the least amount of use. Building it over here gets a lot more. Let's have a look at its range. Like, it can hit it from here. I don't want it to be hitting them all the way back there because I do want them to have chance to bleed. But from around here is decent-ish. Or we could go up here and see a lot more damage. It's a tricky one, it really is. I think here's the best one. Right, I would like you to go for least shield, least armor, and most health. Where possible. Please and thank you. Oh, wow, really? We've already got a split? That's kind of annoying. Okay. That sucks, not gonna lie. Fire the blades! Now, the problem is they've got a 10 per minute firing rate, which isn't great. Oh well. Actually, I do want you to go for progress, because I want you to fire the one furthest in the group, where possible. It does suck a little bit, but oh well. Go for the fastest and then the least health, please. What's bad about splits? More spawns happen there. Basically, as the splits get further out, there's less of a choke point happening. Because these will continue to diverge over a great deal of time. Wow, we can already get mana towers as well. Oh, this is actually getting better. This is getting better, chat. We can go for a mana tower right here to grab everything around there, or we can go for this point, and I think we're going to go for this point. Let's pop that in there now. Let's go for... well, it doesn't really matter, I don't think, but I would like to say go for the higher shielding. There we are. Another one over there as well would be quite nice. That should mop some things up for us. I don't think priority matters, but I like to set it anyway, just in case it does. I would rather accidentally be doing good for myself than accidentally not be doing something good for myself. There we go. These things don't need to fire that often when they do that much damage. Oh, glorious. Truly. Actually, the enemy aren't going to get that far, I fancy, so we'll pop another one down here. Most shield again. Nice. Another point for a Tesla Tower. Well, the other thing to be aware of, right? Okay, so when this split was just one place, it's a bit of an unfortunate thing, because I've kind of been using the shorthand of just saying, oh, well, more splits equal more bad. Right now, when enemies funnel out of a single lane, they come out at a steady pace. Now, their speed, relative to each other, will cause them to clump up or split apart. But, let me choose what we're going to do here. Could siphon mana, actually. That's not a bad... Oh, my lord. Really? Shredder's getting an extra 50% bleed? They already do 100% bleed. Oh, I've got to play the long game, but damn, that kind of hurts. That is a nasty loss. Because, yes, that would allow this to do 150% damage. But, what I was describing... Okay, so, let's say you got 10 mobs. And they all come out of one entrance. They're now going to be spread apart, so you're going to have, you know, a nice trickle of enemies. You're not going to feel overwhelmed. If 5 came from over here and 5 came from over here, because each route drops them at the same pace, but individually, you'll now have them clumping up 2 by 2 down the path. The more splits you have, the more compounding of that blob of enemies you can get. Every time it splits further and further down the path, you get more and more enemies that are going to converge on each other until they get to the final split, where you've now got multiple groups. So instead of a nice long line of mobs that are just kind of naturally distributing because of their speed differences, you've now just got a blob, and a blob is a lot harder to deal with. Mortars make it a bit easier, but the blobs get dangerous, which is why you kind of want to avoid that if you can. Alright, mana siphons. They don't cost more over time, which is glorious, which means we can start using the Tessas with a little bit more reckless abandon. Oh, God, again? See what I mean? They're clumped up much closer, whereas this one is nice and distributed. And that's the biggest threat of that. Go the right way, go the right way. Yes! We'll put a Tessa coil there. We'll hit a couple of things, but it's not necessarily the best one that I could place. Down here, we've got some really lovely ones. But this one will at least hit all of them. I could also place one down there, but generally speaking, I don't want them to get that far. I think the more splits, I don't think the more splits necessarily mean more spawns. I think it's just the rate at which they get dumped onto the map changes. I could be wrong about that, but I've got no reason to believe that they cause more enemies to spawn. It's just they cause the enemies to spawn much faster, and as a result, they're harder to deal with. Tesla coin. Oh, my lord. I mean, you know, if you're going to force me, I guess I'm going to have to take mortars.